promise you that when you walk out of here, that you will have all of the tools necessary in here to take your life, not just your business, your life anywhere you want it to be.
I've been to training events over the years throughout my career, but nothing compares to this.
Everything he does is about how do I get this team or this individual to really go after their dreams and make it happen.
He's one of those people that he can predict where your downfalls are, help you to determine how you can fix those, and then move forward so that you can be successful.
Kori cares about how you develop your business, and he gives you the tools to succeed in your business. So I can build a legacy that just can go on and on and on.
Kori
is true inspiration.
You say, why can't I break through? Why can't I get where I want to go in life and business? You literally are just a couple of degrees off. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. If you're not growing, you're dying. The only thing that's constant in life is change.
In everything in life, it is always 20% the mechanics and 80% the mindset.
Hey everybody, this is Kori. Wanted to say hello to all of you. Today is a topic that is, in my opinion, one of the most important topics that we can talk about, which is the power of giving. One of the things that I've talked about a lot is, the key to success, the key to being happy. And that key to being happy is something called progress, right? Which means you're moving forward. You're doing something that's moving an area of your life forward. There is a number two piece of this, and actually they've done studies on the brain and understanding how the brain works, and the feeling you get, the dopamine that you get, the hit from giving to someone else is almost a best feeling that you can get anywhere else. Today specifically, I want to talk about a cause that I met, a gentleman who actually is the founder of this organization, Operation Underground Railroad. Met him at a Tony Robbins conference, and this individual talked about this cause, and literally within 15, 20 minutes, we raised over $1 million. I'm sorry, $500,000 for this cause. By the next morning, over $1 million. Tony Robbins matched this 100%. But I want you to think about this for a second. So people think slavery's been abolished. Slavery is alive and well. In fact, it is growing at an exponential rate. They say that slavery, or should say child trafficking, is a $32 billion per year industry. $32 billion a year. Can you imagine your child out playing, somebody takes them and sells them into sex trafficking? $32 billion. In this world, every 30 seconds a child is taken. Think about that. Every 30 seconds a child is taken. Here's what even makes me even more sick. I get emotional about this when you realize, do you know who the number one consuming country is of child porn? It's the U.S. This shit has to stop. And this cause was done by a gentleman who was a former Navy SEAL. And it is not only going out and it costs them between $50,000 to $70,000 per operation. They go into a country, they find out where sex trafficking is happening, where children are being held, and their former Navy SEALs, CIA, FBI, law enforcement, they also go with the countries they go into. So they go in and actually can prosecute these sex traffickers and then find a way to help these children assimilate back with their families. This, to me, is one of the most amazing causes that's out there. And so I'm doing a promotion between the end of this month and all of October, that any of you that are watching this, anyone that watches, we typically have, a couple 100,000 people every single week that watch my shit. And what I'm saying is this: any one of you, I don't care if it's $5, if it's $100, it's $500. It takes on average per child per child that gets actually pulled back from sex trafficking and taken back to their families, about $2,500. And I'm willing to donate and match every single one of you that's watching this. So I'm encouraging you guys to share this video. Share this video with all of your social media. Donate what you feel that you can donate. And understand something. Again, I get livid about this because people think, well, oh my God, I'm having trouble paying my bills. How can I donate towards something like this? We're talking about a child. What would you give if that was your child? And you have the ability to donate towards something that, number one, is 100% tax deductible. They're going to send you a receipt that's tax deductible. But knowing that the money that you're putting in there is going towards freeing children from sex trafficking. Again, think about this. Every 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds. So I want to encourage all of you to do me a favor, all right? So if you want to really get this down, I'm going to play a quick trailer for you. This is actually for anyone that has Amazon Prime. You can only watch it on Amazon Prime. Now, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can get a 30-day test or a trial of Amazon Prime. And then they have Amazon Prime TV. And this is something that's free if you have Prime. It's a movie, and the movie is called Operation Toussaint, right? It's a French word. It's spelled Tousssaint. Somebody, if you wouldn't mind, type in the chat window. Operation Tousssaint. It's on Amazon Prime. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. I watched this video again this morning, and I'm telling you, if this doesn't bring emotion to you, then you're dead. When you realize how powerful this is, that you have a group of people, and actually Caleb was texting me this morning and said how sad it is that we even need to have a company or a nonprofit like this. But I think it's amazing to see a group, again, of Navy SEALs, of people that are in CIA and FBI and law enforcement in other countries going in and actually helping these children. So I'm going to play a short trailer for you guys about this, and I'm going to encourage you guys to watch it. So rather, can you switch over and play that quick video for you guys?
I never dreamed that I would work in Haiti. I didn't know anything really about Haiti until I learned about a little boy who was born in Utah, U.S. citizen, and was kidnapped in Haiti from his church, where his father was the pastor. I read about it in the local newspaper. I thought that I could make it into a U.S. case, and I couldn't because it wasn't. We had to leave our jobs. I had to leave my job because I just had to do something about it. We went to Haiti to look for his son.
Yeah, it's right here, right here.
And we never found him.
People weren't talking about human trafficking like they are now. And really it's because of the work and efforts by organizations like Operation Underground Railroad.
It's a subject that nobody wants to think about or talk about. It's the worst part of humanity.
Okay. Wow.
And yet, you've got to do something about it.
Please get on the ground right now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground right now. No problem. Get on the ground. Put that down. Get on the ground.
Every 30 seconds, a child is sold. They're sold for sex, they're sold for labor, they're sold for organ harvesting, which is something we're now getting into. There's 6 million children that are forced into one of those 3 categories right now, and the world doesn't know.
Not a lot of people know, but the profile for men who travel abroad to have sex with kids are American citizens.
The U.S. creates the demand. The highest producer and consumer of child pornography is right here in the United States.
Well, if you lost one of your children to one of these evil people, you'd do anything to get even and get your child back.
I had a knock on my door one day. Tim said, listen, I really feel like I can do better leaving the government.
I'd find a group of kids in Guatemala or Colombia, and I couldn't do anything about it because it wasn't a U.S. case. It's outside of the jurisdiction, and I understood that. However, that doesn't mean that we couldn't be doing more.
Tim Ballard left his law enforcement career, everything that he knew, his pension, his security, to start a nonprofit called Operation Underground Railroad. They've done jumps everywhere throughout the world, rescued kids, and then helped them get to a safe place with their aftercare programs.
He had a way that we could really make an impact, but they needed $1 million to start. And I said, I'm in.
We had set up this operation that looked like it went flawless.
We unfortunately got some very frustrating news.
The traffickers were being released, and not all the girls were released.
They pay money to the right people, to the judges. The job's not quite done, but it's almost done, because now we need to go back and we need to rearrest every single one of these traffickers. It will be a message to Haiti, to America, to the whole world, that there are good people everywhere that will stand up for this.
All right, everybody, we're going to play another short video that actually Tony Robbins did after the event, talking about Operation Underground Railroad. And by the way, the person that you're seeing on the video is Tim Ballard. Tim Ballard is the founder of the nonprofit, leads the nonprofit, working with Congress, working with other countries to help implement, recruits the former CIA, FBI, Navy SEALs, law enforcement to help participate. So we're going to go ahead and play this video. By the way, again, that trailer you guys just watched is what you can watch on Amazon Prime, the hour and 20-minute full movie. And I want you to watch that. Again, take the time. You guys are, I'm being honest, you guys are spending 3 to 4 hours average a day. The average American does watching television. I'm asking you to spend an hour and 20 minutes today or this week watching that video on Amazon Prime. Again, Operation Toussaint, which is TOUSSAINT. I encourage you to watch that. By the way, for all of you guys that are watching this, a few of you guys are asking where you donate. When you get done with this today, all you need to do, so I want you to share this video with all of your social media. Share this video, donate yourself, but share this video and then go back to my Facebook page, which is Kori Lee Official. And the first thing that'll pop up on top is that place where you can go donate. And it tells you a little bit more about it. For any of you guys that do donate, there's two things. One is anyone that donates $100 or more, I'm going to send you guys a really cool Professionals Network pop top. I'm also going to anybody that donates over $300. I'm sending one of my Professionals Network really cool water containers as a way to bribe you guys. Also, I'm going to match you 100%. So if you guys, for example, donated $1,250, I'm donating the same as well on November 1st, and so we're freeing one child equivalent. So it's something that I want you guys, again, to think about, dig down deep and say, what can I do and what can I give back? You can learn more by going to just type in a Google search, Operation Underground Railroad. Make sure if you donate that you donate through, though, my site, because that gives me a link to know that you donated. Also, type in the chat window because that'll start gaining traction. If nothing else, following this video, make sure you guys go to that post that I did on Facebook. Again, Kori Lee Official on Facebook. And where it says to donate, type in the chat window and share that. What that'll do is gain traction on social media. It'll start getting spidered out there to all, everybody's news feed. So rather go and play that video. I think Tony Robbins did a great job of sharing his vision. After he found out about this, he actually went out on one of their raids to see what it was like and gave them a lot of traction. So go ahead, Riley, if you wouldn't play that video.
I first heard about Operation Underground Railroad. I was doing one of my business mastery seminars for business owners from all over the world. And so we have, different buckets of finance where you put your security bucket, the things that you don't want too much risk with, where you put your risk money. And then there's a dream bucket. And in the dream bucket, I try to get people to realize that if they earn more, they can do so much more. They can have such impact in their life and their families and their friends. But I also very strongly encourage them to find some type of project of contribution, because I really believe in my soul, the secret to living is giving, corny as that may sound, that there's nothing that lights us up like giving. I've done quite a bit of research. I wrote a whole book around this. And in it, scientists now, they can test the hormonal change in your body. And giving even to a stranger creates a greater biochemical change of happiness in your body than just about anything else you can imagine, other than taking care of your own family. So I talked about this. And then people share all their things that they want to make happen. And this woman stood up and she said, I really want to help free girls that are in sexual slavery. And she said, there's a group called Underground Railroad. And she said, they're former CIA, FBI, special forces type of guys. And they don't just go in and free them, but they figure out strategies to capture these people. And they teach the local police in those countries. And I said, well, how much does it cost to take care of a child, to free one child? And she said, it's about $2,000, $2,500. And I said, well, I'll donate $100,000 in your name. to get you started. And it was just spontaneous because I was touched by it. When I did that, people got inspired. This man stood up and he said, I don't have $100,000, but I have $5,000 and I'd like to donate it. So I said, I'll match everybody here as much as you'll do. And then there was this incredibly beautiful moment. We're all in tears because there's a couple thousand people in that particular program, and there was a line of people coming up. I said, well, come on up and just sign a card here of what you'll commit to, and I'll match it. And it took us like 15, 20 minutes to process everybody, and we raised about $500,000. And so it just got things started. And then after that, I reached out to Tim Ballard, one of the co-founders, and got a chance to know him personally. And then I also had the chance to actually go on an operation and witness the incredible work of these men. 2 weekends ago, I won't say where, to cover the piece, but I'm part of the Underground Railroad Group.
Right.
Former CIA, FBI guys, and we went in, I get emotional thinking about it. We went in and did this sting operation where we freed 36 girls, 9 to 13 years old, having to give sex to men.
Oh my God. People don't realize this exists and is going on.
There's more slavery today than there has ever been in our history, in the country, or the world rather. I came back from the operation, I have to say it was one of the ugliest experiences of my life and also one of the most beautiful. The ugly part was witnessing human beings, including some of these people that were trafficking their own children, little girls 13 and 14 years old. It's an abomination. It's beyond anything they can imagine. So it was kind of like, I'm emotional about it, obviously. It was shocking to witness the complete lack of humanity in these people who take advantage of these children. And being close to them, I wanted to beat their face in. I know it sounds pretty horrific, but it's just they hurt children. The part of me is just so wants to protect them. But I knew if I did that, I would obviously destroy the entire operation. So you got to manage yourself. That's the ugly part. The beautiful part was seeing these girls when they were freed, when they got on the bus and they began to realize that they were really free. It was, so much bewilderment and then joy and then awe and then non-belief at first, but just seeing those first moments of freedom, and then also going and visiting. Some of them were able to go home. Some of them, unfortunately, were sold by their own families, and so they're going back to a center where they're going to be reintegrated. And the people there are just so loving and so committed. They're as dedicated as any human beings can be. Again, 24/7 to take care of these girls and reintegrate them into a normal life. Well, I love seeing these kids being healed. We were out there playing with them, playing soccer, kicking the ball. And it's fun to see Tim, who's got this unbelievable intensity, and yet he also can be a chameleon like some of the other guys here. He knows how to enter these guys' worlds and twist their brains and basically pull them in so that you can capture them. But then, watching him afterwards, he's as soft as I am, the son of a bitch. He cries, he gets tears pouring down his face. You can just see it's his life mission. And seeing those kids, he calls them his kids because he freed them. He should call them his kids. Was really, really touching. I have a deep love for Tim. He's a really good soul. He's recruited so many good souls around him. So now it's not just Tim, it's this army of men and women who are unbelievably dedicated and incredibly effective. So I shared the whole experience with my wife. I was in tears then. I'm in tears remembering it again now. But I was also inspired by it. Inspired by the intelligence behind this and the heart. You've got an amazing team of people, and you see the power of the strategies that the CIA and other agencies have to be implemented in this area and then to be taught. It's pretty amazing. It's God's work, I know. Again, that can sound corny to some people, but I think somebody's got to do it, and nobody's doing it like these guys that I'm aware of. And so that's why I'm such a supporter of Underground Railroad.
All right, what do you guys think? Type in the chat window after watching those 2 short videos, and I'm telling you, when you actually watch the movie, it'll impact your life in a positive way. What's amazing to me, but it's also very, very sad, is when I do a live broadcast and I talk about how to create wealth, I talk about how to leverage yourself, how to invest, and we have literally hundreds more people that are watching live. And unfortunately, when we talk about how we can give and what we can do and what we can contribute, people don't tune in as much. And that's why I'm asking you guys to share this video with everyone in your news feed, because I want to create a world that people actually focus on giving and focus on doing something better for your fellow man. I mean, I want to ask you this question. How would you feel if this was your child or your grandchild? Imagine living in another country. But see, we're also talking about how many people in the U.S., how many children in the U.S. get taken. It's not just happening. In fact, one of my hometowns, Norfolk, Nebraska, I know it was a big deal about a year and a half ago. Children are getting taken in our country as well and sold into sex trafficking and being able to contribute and to help. And I know some of you guys, I don't care if you're giving $5 or $10, it makes a difference. And some of you guys that I know are doing very, very well financially, you know, why not give $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to a cause that is helping and helping someone? And this is a cause that I wanted to announce today, a very big part of my commitment, not only to Operation Underground Railroad, but to other things that I'm committed to as far as giving. And as of October 31st, so after this big push, this big promotion that I'm doing where I'm matching any of your contributions, is going forward with my companies, with the Professionals Network, Energy Network, Waste Network, and all the things that I do. I am committed that going forward on any new business that's brought in, as of October 31st, November 1st, that I will contribute 2% of anything gross, not after expenses. I'm talking gross commission that comes in as we build into a $1 billion empire, that I'm committed to giving 2% to causes like Underground Railroad. And I'm asking all of you to do the same as far as looking at your own situation, saying, how can I give and how can I contribute? How can I do something above and beyond who I am personally? Because understand that, I mean, imagine if just watching this, every single person watching this gave, let's say, $100 that watch my social media on a weekly basis. Take 200,000 people times $100. Think about how many kids that would save, how many sex slaves, sex trafficking that could save. And I'm telling you, like I said, is I'm truly sick. And I'm glad that this team, Operation Underground Railroad, is not only going out and saving people, but is cutting these networks down at the knees and working in our own country to stop this child pornography shit that's happening. And I think it's truly sickening that, again, the largest consumer of child pornography country is in the United States. And so I'm a huge supporter of this. I hope you're supporting it. I hope you're willing to step out. Again, all you've got to do right now is share this video, share the live broadcast that I'm doing right now to make more people aware of what's going on out there. Share on your own social media. Go to back to Kori Lee Official on Facebook and share the donate button, and that my contribution, which again is 100% matched between now and the end of October. I will match 100% any of you, whatever you're donating. I don't care if it's 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. I will donate and match 100% November 1st, whatever you guys are donating. All right, so I'm going to play one final video. Today I want to keep this down to 30 minutes, so one final video. This is a very short video, and hopefully this gets your mind working towards what you can do to contribute and to help children and to participate in Underground Operation Railroad in any capacity that you possibly can. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Hope you share this video. Hope you take the 2 minutes to share this video and also to share the Donate Now link that's on Kori Lee Official. Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Again, hope you guys are willing to participate and share this with me.
Christ was born across the sea with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me as he died.